Welcome back, guys, and this is Life with Sting. And guys, we are here again with another reaction video. Guys, I'm super excited for this because today we're gonna listen to Steely Dan, and the song is called "Only a Fool Would Say That." All right, guys. With that being said, I let the song play all the way through, and then I give my comments at the end. So, guys, I need you to sit back, relax, and watch me react. Guys, I've done a couple of Steely Dan's reaction. I know not to say a lot because I know how you are in the comments. But Steely Dan has a lot of good songs. A lot of great songs, I should say. So great of a song that now that I'm reacting to them, I've seen a whole lot of rap artists, hip-hop artists that samples them. But until this day, out of all the reactions that I've done, I still would say Reeling in the Years is still my favorite. You know, I have to listen to that constantly. That's an amazing song. They got a lot of amazing songs, but that just happens to be my favorite. And I love doing reactions to them. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the reaction.
Become one of salads and sun. Only a fool would say that. A boy with a plan, a natural man, wearing a white Stetson hat. Unhand that gun, be gone. There's no one to fire upon. If he's holding it high, he's telling a lie. I heard it was you talking about a world where all is free. It just couldn't be, and only a fool would say that. The man in the street dragging his feet don't wanna hear the bad news. Imagine your face there in his place, standing inside his brown shoes. Yourself home half alive. There on the screen, a man with a dream. I heard it was you talking about a world where all is free. It just couldn't be, and only a fool would say that. Anybody on the street has murder in his eyes. You feel no pain, and you're younger than you realize. Only a fool would say that. Only a I heard it was you talking about a world where all is free. It just couldn't be, and only a fool would say that. Only a fool would say that. Only a fool would say that.
Lamentablemente un tonto liziare esto.
Oh, man. Guys, you know what? Steely Dan never gets old. It never gets old from the first time I've heard their song till now. Their music. So this is what I want to say about Steely Dan. I feel like they were ahead of their time. You know? There are certain bands that are ahead of their time. You know, certain bands I listened to from the 70s and the 80s. I can actually take those same bands and wipe everybody's memory clean and put them out today, and they would sell, you know, because they make timeless songs, timeless music. Steely Dan, this is what I love about Steely Dan. The music itself is always amazing. They could just make instrumentals and I would just listen to it. Second of all, they're storytellers. I love listening to their song because their songs have meaning behind it. They're not the same mindless words. They have meaning and depth behind it. Third of all, their sound, man, like the way they sound is very unique. Like, you know a Steely Dan track when it comes on. You instantly know their voices. These guys, I would consider them hip, groovy, amazing, all the cool words that you can possibly think of. And that's them. And I think that's why I really gravitated towards them when I first started listening to them. They had the vibe. They had this type of it factor. You know, these guys are basically have the cool factor. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool to listen to Steely Dan. And, you know, this is a group that I wasn't really, or a duo that I wasn't really familiar with when I started doing reactions. Actually, I've never heard of them before. And so I started doing reaction. And then slowly but surely, I started hearing songs that I thought I already heard before, but it wasn't them. But it was them, but it wasn't them. Because I started hearing samples from their music through hip hop artists. And then, like, I was just sitting there and I was listening, like, I know this from this, but this is actually Steely Dan. You know, this is from them. You know? So, like, you know, I feel like when hip hop artists be taking your music and making samples, that's like, it's a compliment, man. You know, because your music was, it shows that when you came out, your music was great. And people taking your music and using the same music, and it's still great. You know what I'm saying? There are some hip-hop artists that don't change nothing. They put the record on, they hit play, and they just rap over whatever the music. You know what I'm saying? No creativity at all. They just put the album on. All right, man, let me hear it. All right, just let it play through, and I'm going to say some lyrics, you know? Change nothing about it. You know, and I was like, wow. You know, I didn't even know it. I did not even know. I'm thinking like, hey, they creating beats and stuff. Nah, they just took Steely Dan's beat, put it on the record play and hit play and then rap over it. I was like, wow. Absolutely amazing, right? Guys, with that being said, please go ahead, drop your comments down below of featured songs so I can do feature reactions to them. And on top of that, guys, if you're loving the music, if you're loving the reaction, more importantly, if you're loving the music, make sure you go ahead and hit that like, share, and subscribe button and come back here tomorrow when we'll be doing another reaction video. Who am I going to react to? I don't know. That's up to you guys to drop those comments down below. All right, guys. I'm about to get out of here and film another video. So with that being said, guys, when you see this little face, I need you to sit back, relax, and watch me react. All right, guys. I'll see you on the next video.
Let it go.